Welcome to another episode of Reasonably Shady. I am Gizelle Bryant.
What's up? What's up? I'm Robin Dixon. Thank you for being here with us once again.
And we're celebrating today.
Yes.
Download Shady and counting.
Fireworks. Woo.
Robin, like, straight up, that's crazy.
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. So I guess, we've been doing this this is our 5th season now.
Yeah.
So we got a little over 2 million downloads per season, right?
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
And
so
we couldn't.
So just let the people know, we have monthly meetings with iHeart and Black Effect. And every monthly meeting, I'm like, okay, have we hit 10 million yet? Have we hit 10 million yet? And they're like, no, Gizelle.
Right.
So you weren't on the call when they said it originally.
Right. Yeah.
So they were like, so I get on the call and they're like, Gizelle, we have good news. And I'm like, what? And they were like, you guys hit 10 million. And I was like, oh. Wait a minute. And then you get on the call and you're like, okay, great. No. Yeah. Okay. Lovely. The difference in our reaction,
I know.
Like, okay, these girls are clearly not the same.
Right. Exactly. I'm like, yay. Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I say thank you to the people. Y'all keep us motivated. Y'all keep us going. Obviously, thank you to Black Effect because, they took a chance on us and iHeart, our partners. So,
yes, I know. Thank you to each other. Thank you, Gizelle.
Yes.
For being shady. Yes.
So, here's to 10 million more. If we get to 20 million, wow.
Oh, I know.
Party or something, right?
I know. We got to start I don't know, being super controversial to get to 20 million.
Quiet as kept, we should have a 10 million party. However, it snuck up on us.
Right.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, you got a shady moment?
To be honest, I don't. It's been kind of.
I have a big one.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Okay. So obviously I'm not in Maryland. We're doing this virtual today. I've been on the move. I've been traveling. So I'm getting on an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in my seat, which is a window seat, because that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
A little girl sits next to me. She's visibly upset. And I see her father and I'm like, oh, okay. She wants to sit with her dad. So I'm like, where are you sitting? He's right behind me, window seat. So I was like, okay, sir, I'll switch with you. No problem. Cause I switch everybody for my kids.
Right.
So I got to pay it back. Okay. So no problem. I'll switch. No big deal. The girl's super happy. She's like, thank you. Thank you. I go to my new seat and I'm chilling.
Right. So
then it's time to serve me breakfast. And the flight attendant is like, hey, Mr. Birchwood, blah, 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 blah. What would you like? Eggs? Or I said, I'm looking at her like she called me
Mr.
Birchwood. Okay, so for people that don't know, we're going to explain real quick. If you're in first class, they know your name to your seat.
Right.
And I'm sure they're used to people switching seats because that's just the way of the world.
Right.
So
and when you...
I'm not a mister.
Right.
Never called a mister. But she continues to call me the name of the man whose seat I switched. And I'm looking at her like, I'm just going to play along. I'm like, yeah, hey, I want eggs. Like that. I'm like, this lady is so freaking shady to me, but whatever.
Right.
And the flight, she comes to me. She's like, oh my gosh, Miss Bryant, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you had switched. Bitch.
What?
Once I had switched.
Hey, what?
I'm not a mister. What?
Yeah, that. Maybe she wasn't sure. These days.
Okay, stop.
She just had to go with what was on the card and say, okay, I guess this is a mister.
I'm not a mister. I can understand you call me Birchwood. I'm not a mister.
Right.
She's shady. And then at the end, I guess because I didn't correct her or fall for it, I guess at the end she was kind of like, well, let me just tell her sorry. I don't know. She should have just stayed with it. I would have just been fine with Mr. But you came to apologize. And then I'm looking at you sideways like, lady, come on.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. That's great. Right. Because when you switch seats, usually they like immediately say, oh, okay, you switch seats. Like,
Yes.
let's get it together.
Yes.
That's so crazy.
And she says to me, when it comes time to eat, you can pre-order your meal. So she was like, oh yeah, you've already, Mr. So-and-so, you've already pre-ordered like the fruit plate or something.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I said, nope, I pre-ordered nothing.
Exactly.
She's like, oh, okay. It gives me the freaking fruit plate. Like, it's crazy. Okay. I'm on to you, lady.
That's hilarious.
Airline, because I am very high up with this airline.
So okay.
I'm on blast.
Okay.
However, lady, you shady.
Okay. Yes. Super shady. And I might say an idiot. I would call her an idiot. Like, that's so idiotic.
Crazy.
Right.
Crazy. Okay,
Crazy.
wait. Since you don't have a shady moment, do you have a shady moment?
I really don't. I don't know. I haven't I don't.
Have one for you.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody sent me an email.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. Do you know someone named Manuel?
I don't think so.
Okay. So this person's name is Manuel. They've sent me an email. Says, hi. Hope you don't mind. I emailed you. We have to talk. Could you call back through? I don't know what that means. It's necessary. One day, Robin Dixon talked outside of the house in Rockville and had some safety concerns. Otherwise, I'm fine and good. I have had a prosperous life. Look at this name. I don't know. Anyway, and then he like starts talking about his music. Keep your head up. Bye.
I think this person emails me too. Hold on.
Would you like to talk about Manuel? Because he's emailing me for you.
No, I don't. I think there's somebody sends me random emails like that too.
You got some explaining. Okay.
What's it's not coming up though. I don't see anything that says Manuel. Hold on.
Okay.
No, I have zero.
He said you talked to him.
Outside of a house in Rockville.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just kind of right. You don't live in Rockville, but kind of. A little bit.
No. Manuel is tripping. Manuel is hallucinating. Okay.
It's like, Robin got some explaining to do. No. Remember when you told us the story about the man who was on the motorcycle? He came to your house because he didn't have or something. Mm-hmm. So then I was thinking that maybe it was him.
No. My God.
Do you know his name?
No. The man that came to my house?
Yeah.
No.
He needed to use the bathroom or something?
Oh, hell no. No, he needed a charger for his phone.
He needed a charger. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So Manuel's somebody we're not going to talk about.
Don't pay attention to Manuel. He's hallucinating. Okay. I don't know him, and he does not know me.
Okay. Later, if you want to tell me about Manuel later offline, feel free.
And look, and what if that was like my little secret boo? You over here like outing me.
You be busted.
Right.
This doesn't really read side piece. It just means you got some explaining to do. That's what
it reads hallucination. Delirious. Delusional.
Okay. I do want to remind the people that April 27th, I don't know what today's date is, but April 27th is the premiere of Love Hotel, which is a show on finding love in Cabo. It is at 9:00 on Bravo, right after the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So get into it. It's fun. It'll be a fun watch.
Yeah.
Shannon Bedore's on there acting crazy. Ashley is just, the kissing bandit.
Tonguing down everybody, it looks like. Well, I don't know about everyone. I just saw her tonguing somebody down.
Luann is being Luann. The men's are fighting over Luann. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Gizelle's just being Gizelle. So
okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to see who finds love.
I think they all do. I think everybody finds love or lust.
Oh. Okay.
Or we find right now.
Okay.
We find today.
Okay. Okay. Right. Who finds love and who sticks with it? You know, are you all
Yes,
supposed, or do you all have like a reunion or anything?
we'll see if people watch, we're gonna have a
Okay.
reunion.
Okay.
So hint, hint, y'all watch. So everybody tell your friend to watch the Love Hotel. It's actually, I think it's funny. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be so funny, and it's lightweight, so
Yeah.
people should enjoy.
Yeah. And lightweight is good. People like lightweight.
Yeah, especially in this
Mm-hmm.
day and time. Speaking of not lightweight, well, do we want to talk about this day and time? This day and time is crazy, y'all. Like I'm really feeling
It's
like we're not gonna have another sweatshirt or socks again
it's
because
so
life is
crazy.
mad at us.
Right. And you know, it's so crazy. First of all, when we talk about what's going on currently and people say, oh, don't talk about politics, this isn't politics
No,
anymore. Like
no,
whatever the administration is doing, like this is no longer politics. This is right versus wrong. This is fucked up. This is just creating, doing petty shit that has created a whole mess. So when we talk
yeah.
about what's going on, we're not talking politics. Okay.
Well, it's not politics. It's like all jokes aside, like I like wearing hoodies. Like where are we gonna get a hoodie from? Hoodie, sweat socks.
I know. Listen, I'm like my embellished business. Y'all better buy up all the hats you can, because might be because
Right. By the way, I repost. Somebody bought a paddle and we had signed it, and I
yeah,
reposted it, and everybody hit me up like, "I want one. I want one. I want one." Well, then go buy one.
go get one. Here's the
Listen,
link.
reasonablyshady.com.
Right.
Your paddle.
But if you want one, get it now, because once they're gone, they might be gone for real, or they might cost twice as much. Who knows?
Yes. Yeah, it's actually a little scary because I'm gonna be honest. I have an iPhone 13, and I've been waiting to upgrade my phone. Listen, I can't afford to upgrade.
Right. You're gonna be paying $2,500 for your iPhone 17. Right.
Afford it.
That's crazy. But China, so these tariffs have the tariffs that Trump has put on these other countries has caused China to say, oh, okay, you want to play around? Let's find out what that
Yes.
looks like. So,
Well, I didn't know this, so this has actually been great for international relations. I didn't know that that China only got 15% of their what do you call it? Of their 15% of their trade, 15% of their what they need to stay afloat from us. So
okay.
15% of their economy. 15% of their economy they were getting from the United States. 15, 1
Okay.
5.
Okay.
I can only imagine what it is in reverse. For us, it's probably like we're probably getting 75%
Oh yeah.
China. Like in the reverse, it's crazy, right?
Right.
So this is just bad business.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's what I was explaining to my kids. They were like, okay, well, what do we get from China and what do they get from us? And I was like, well, we get a lot from China.
Yeah.
I don't know what they get from us.
They get beef from us, but they've already made a deal with Australia to get it from
Okay.
them.
Okay.
They get soybeans from us. They could probably make a deal with anybody to get some soybeans.
Right. Okay.
They had a relationship with Boeing, so I think they were getting jets from us.
Okay.
Yeah, that contract has been scrapped.
Okay.
Listen, I'm about to go online. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm about to buy about 5,000 Gucci, Louis, and Prada.
Okay.
And I talk about people that wear fake ones, but that's
right. Well, okay. So I don't know if they're real. So I went to a party, like a purse party. Somebody invited me to a purse party. This was maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago. A year and a half ago. And it was in Maryland. It was in this lady's house. She was Asian. Her whole basement was full of designer bags, right?
Okay. Put that in quotes.
Yes. Every designer you could think of. And it was like, I mean, they were nice. They were current bags. They were, some of them looked exactly like the real thing. Other ones looked good, but they still were like, you can tell, like, if you compare, you put one next to another one, it's like, no, it's not the same. So I'm kind of like, I know that China has been putting out these TikToks and stuff talking about, oh, well, this is where we manufacture your luxury goods and stuff. I really don't think they're actual, like the real legit ones. I think they might be really good knockoffs, but they're still not going to be the exact quality that we're used to from the luxury goods.
So you think that, like, let's just take Louis Vuitton, which says that it's manufactured in Italy. You really believe it is manufactured in Italy? You don't think that they're really getting it from China?
Right. I believe it's really manufactured in Italy. I mean, it is kind of curious though, because these fakes are like so good.
Yeah.
I actually bought a few. So
Really, Rob? Do tell, Robin. Do tell.
but I won't wear them because I'm like, because I can tell that it's fake. You know what I'm saying? So like I have them, but I don't wear them.
So why did you buy it?
Because they were like so good. Like it was just like cute little like it was. I don't know. I was just like, oh, that's cute. I'll get that. Oh, that's cute. I'll get that. Like I literally bought like 5 bags.
You're lying.
No.
That you refuse to use because you know it's not real.
Right.
Okay.
But because I also like when I look at it, I'm like, it's just not like if someone were to like really look, they would be able to tell they weren't real.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
There's actually nothing that I feel like I want right now in the luxury space.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I'm like, I really want that.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the luxury world is going to take, and if not taking, a huge hit, like moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a huge hit. The whole every industry is going to take a huge hit right now. Not even just because of what China's putting out about the luxury stuff, just because of, you know, how where the economy is going right now. So I think especially something like a luxury good is going to take a huge hit because people are going to think twice. And then now when they think twice, they're going to be like, oh, well, let me go get the fake one. And to be honest, like if I feel like maybe I feel like the bags that I purchased, if you saw someone walking around with them, you wouldn't stop to think that they were fake. Okay. But I don't know. But for me, it's just because I know it's fake, I just won't wear it. So it just makes me think like we probably are seeing a ton of fake bags everywhere anyway.
Totally. No, totally.
Yeah. But I don't think, but they're not the same. They're not.
But I'm telling the people, if that's what you really want, go ahead and want to buy a fake. I'm going to support it. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you your bag look nice.
Yeah. I mean, I
know it's fake, but I'm going to tell you it looks nice.
Right. Look, go and save yourself thousands of dollars.
Yes.
You know, instead of paying $3,500 or something, go on and pay $250 for it. And that's probably still, the bag probably still itself, if you're paying $250 for a fake, it probably still just costs $10 for them to make it.
Right. No, totally. Speaking of taking a hit, can we talk about this trip to space that these ladies took for 11 minutes and 59 seconds?
What was the point? They did this before, though. Other people did this before, right? Like when people
guys did it.
Yeah. Like people were just going up into space and coming right back. So that's the same thing, right?
Okay, let's back up. Because I love Gail. I think Gail's amazing. There was a buildup to it, right? So it was like, Gail's going to outer space.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shucks, right? Like,
right.
And I know that if you're up there for a while, like you have to go through training, right? So I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. This is fun. In my mind, I'm thinking like, why would Gail want to do that? Because I think she's like 70. Like, why do you want to do that? Was this like maybe on your bucket list or whatever? I don't know.
Possibly.
I was like, I was plugged in and intrigued, right? Then I see all these other ladies. So then I'm like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw that all these other ladies, none of them was an astronaut, right? So I was even like, ooh, this is weird.
Right.
Where the astronaut at? Well, these fools get back to Earth in 10 minutes. I said, well, this is a waste of everybody's time.
time, money, resources, all of that. But it's one of those, like, they did it just because they can. Like, it was Jeff Bezos' fiance. So of course, money's not a thing, like.
But who paid for it? So like, did everybody because I know with the guys who went before, they all had to pay. I think they paid like $1 million or $500,000 to go up, right?
Right.
Who paid for this? Did
I
Gail
don't,
pay?
I don't know. I hope not.
Well, Lauren didn't pay for nothing. She never paid for nothing in her
Right.
life. Katy Perry, did you pay?
Right.
I want to understand the purpose. Now, Gail is mad that everybody's coming for her, right?
Why?
She said she doesn't understand why, people have come for her and have an issue with the fact that, this was a colossal waste of everybody's 10 minutes. She said, she's there bringing awareness to outer space. Why do we need outer space awareness? Why?
Not in that manner. Did we learn anything new?
No.
Do we learn? Yeah, no, not in that manner.
We learned that Gail was shitting in her pants and Oprah was like, that's all we know.
Gail looked extremely relieved to be off of that ship or whatever the hell that was.
Yeah. And I just think with everything going on in the world, like, this is what we doing?
I mean, if it's a bucket list thing, if it's like, then fine, do it. But don't make a big deal out of it where we're stopping what we're doing to watch this happen. You know what I mean? Just go on, come back. We're gonna mind our business. Pray for you. Hope you get back safely and keep it moving. Like, it was just the build up and was unnecessary, totally unnecessary.
And are we bringing exposure to Jeff Bezos? Because isn't this his little aircraft?
I think so. Yeah.
So does he need more money? Does he need more exposure? What does he need more of?
Attention. I think at this point they just do it because they can, and they like to, that's like a big baller move or whatever. Oh, let me send some people into outer space. I don't know. It's just some ego and attention.
Okay. So if anybody ever asks me if I want to go, the answer is no. Do you want to go?
I was gonna say no. I would be crying. I don't like heights. Like, I don't like to be on a escalator at a subway station. I will, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the top of the escalator coming down, I'm like, ah.
Wait, is this why you stay home a lot?
And then, of course,
on an escalator.
This happened to me the other day. We were at the convention center in DC. Well, no, this is everyday life. And Juan knows that I have a fear of heights. So anytime we're on an escalator, he gets behind me and he's all like shaking me like, ah, and I'm like freaking like holding on for dear life, and he's just cracking up. I'm just like, so now anytime there's like an escalator and steps, I take the steps. I am not getting on an escalator with Juan Dixon behind me, like, because he's going to scare the shit out of me. Like, I'm not. So,
but Manuel, the guy that wrote the email, he would stand there. He wouldn't push you.
He probably wouldn't. You're right. He would hold my hand.
He would hug you all the way through it.
Yes. But I say this, I can't even get on an escalator without being scared. There's no way in hell I'm going up into space. I would cry. I would die. I would cry. I would ball up, and like, I can't watch, like, none of that. So that would
I don't have a desire. There's some things I just don't have a desire for. Like, like heroin. I have no desire to try it.
Okay, thankfully.
Yes. I mean, there's just things I don't have desire to go into outer space for what? So I can like have zero gravity happen to my body? I don't. Why is that important? Like, why is that a deal to do? I just have no desire.
I mean, I think some people are thrill seekers. So that's like the same type of people. Like, okay, would you bungee jump?
No.
Would you jump out of a plane?
No need.
No. Would you go rock climbing up like Mount Everest?
Yes, because that's like athletic.
What? Like when you're like hanging, when you're on the side of the thing? Not walk up.
I would walk up,
not
hang. Not when
when they're like putting their little clips in and going up and they're on the side of the mountain.
No clip action for me.
Okay.
But I would walk for sure.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna ask Ashley because she's a thrill seeker. Like
Okay.
with it, like going up into outer space, is that like on your things to do? Like
See,
who
right.
wants?
Yeah, she might like that.
Yeah,
She might like
it's no
that.
for me.
Yeah. What else? What about like hang gliding? Would you do that?
I might do that because you have the person like connected to you, right?
No, that's
That's jumping out of a plane.
jumping out of a plane.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This is the thing. I know I'm going to be terrified. I know I'm going to want to pee in my pants. Wait a minute. Remember when we did what did we do? We did zip lining. Robin and I did zip lining
Oh my
in
God.
California.
Yes. Oh, that one. We've done it a couple times. I thought you were talking about on Potomac. We ziplined at Nemacolin.
Yeah, I wasn't in line for that. I got out
You
of
didn't
that.
do that? I did that. Crazy.
Yeah, and then we did it. We had to do it in
Yes.
California. Where were we?
Yeah, it was California when we did
California.
that camping show.
And we were damn near punked into it. Like the producers were like, "You're gonna do it now," and we were like, "Okay." I was terrified. Robin was terrified, but we did it. But to that second of like letting go,
Yeah.
I can't stand that. So like, why do I want to put myself through that? Like,
I know.
like when I saw Gail's face as she was like getting ready to like go into the thing to go up, I knew her. I understood what she was feeling because like I
Yeah.
feel when I have to do something I don't want to do. Like you just don't want to do it.
Right. Right. And I mean for that spaceship thing, it's like it's okay, I'm scared of heights and all that, but I'm also scared like this thing might blow up. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? I don't trust it. I don't trust this thing just yet.
I actually, when I heard that she was going up, I had a bad feeling about it. Right? Because I thought it was the whole. Remember, the people just got stuck up there for 9 months. I thought it was that whole thing. And I was going to send Gail a DM and be like, "Girl, don't do it. I got a bad feeling about it." And I have a very close relationship with something called God. God. Okay.
Yes.
God guides me.
She did not need to hear that from you. She did not need to hear that.
Okay, fine.
But it is funny because like as an adult, there are things that I did as a kid, like without blinking, like zip lining and roller coasters and like, you know, crazy rides and stuff. Like now as an adult, I don't want any parts of that stuff. Any parts. And even though those and it's so crazy what these shows get you to do. Like would I have volunteered to go zip lining like as an adult now? No, I wouldn't. But we're on a show and it's like, oh, like we're making a show. Like you got to go down the zip line. It's like, okay. And so you do something that you kind of maybe would not have done. So it's like two ways to look at it. It's like, okay, you're doing things that you wouldn't have done and you come out, you know, alive and you're like, okay, that was fun. It's exhilarating, whatever. I'm glad it's over. But I did it and it's a good experience. But then on the flip side, you're like, I feel like I'm doing this not voluntarily, you know. I mean, not that they like force you to, but I wouldn't have volunteered to do this if I was not on this show.
Okay, I have some things for the Dixon household.
Okay.
This is for you, Joyce. So Chris Rock's brother, Tony, we know Tony Rock, right? He said that Will Smith's new album is a piece of shit. Trash, right?
I believe it. I don't need to listen to it. But
your kids are like, they're like very much updated on all things rap, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Have they heard this?
No.
Will Smith?
No.
Diddy? Not Diddy. I shouldn't say that. That was terrible. This Will Smith songs.
No. They have.
Okay.
No.
Moving on.
Yes.
This is for Juan.
Okay.
And this actually was put up there, was posted by Charlemagne, the God.
Okay.
We love. And it says that men on average overestimate their ability to fight by 400%.
Men overestimate their ability to fight?
Yeah. Men on average overestimate their ability to fight by 400%.
Okay. So they're saying they can't fight as good as they think they can fight.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I know that Juan very much can handle his business, take care of himself out here in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think he's overestimating how well he can do in a real brawl and a real
Um,
fist?
no. I don't.
He's not overestimating.
No. It's something about those Dixons. His whole, all of them, all of his brothers, all of them. No, I am. If I'm, it doesn't matter where I am safe if I'm with a Dixon. Like, I'm so safe. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to see it happen before it even happens, and so it's like they're already like in defense mode. I'm not saying that like we're getting to fights, but I just feel that confident in their fighting ability and their ability to protect. Yeah.
And I do feel like half the battle is the confidence of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person who's going to win who feels like most confident that they can win.
Yeah. And like Juan, I know Juan, see, because he's an athlete, and one of the things that he was really good at was like, getting steals and deflections. He has very quick hands. So I know that like it's not even about like swinging and punching. It's more about like knowing how to like get them off of you, or to like, deflect and all of that stuff before they even like get to you. So I would say probably for some men, but not for the man in my house. No.
Okay, very good to know. Good to know. Okay, moving on to other athletes. So we know that Ohio State went to the White House because they had won the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
And JD Vance broke the damn trophy.
Right.
He dropped that shit on the ground. Has it ever happened?
He's a weakling. He couldn't handle it. He was too.
How embarrassed are you? He wasn't embarrassed. Like, dude.
Right.
Only did you it's broken. You broke it. You broke the trophy.
He broke it. He couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it.
Like, how embarrassing is that?
I know.
And out of the two, like, you're supposed to be JD Vance. You're young and spry.
Right, he's like 40.
102 years old. But JD Vance, you're like supposed to be the man. You should be able to hold this big ass trophy.
Right.
No, he didn't even get it good in his hands. That shit was on the ground.
I know. He's like, whoa. Oh my gosh. That is embarrassing though. Like, maybe he wasn't embarrassed, but that is embarrassing. Like, you look like a weakling. In front of all these football players.
And clearly, JD Vance, you've never held a trophy in your life. Sir.
Right, exactly.
You barely won the vice presidency, sir.
Exactly.
You just told on yourself.
That's so funny. Okay, so are you watching anything new lately?
Yes. It's so funny. I watched it last night. So you know how Dave Letterman has like these interviews with celebrities.
Yeah.
So last night I watched Charles Barkley's.
Okay.
Right? And apparently, just because of things they were talking about, the election had not happened yet.
Okay.
Right? Presidential election had not happened.
Okay.
So Dave was kind of asking him, like, because Charles is very outspoken about racism and social equality and all that. So Dave was kind of like, hey, like, are you fearful about this upcoming election? And Dave said, I'm scared for our democracy. I don't think Charles kind of really knew exactly what he was talking about. Charles was kind of like, no, I don't feel that way. I feel like you're going to vote for whoever you want to vote for. But if there's no election, is what Dave didn't say this, but Dave was kind of like saying, hey, but this man wants to set it up so that there is no election. Okay, in the future. So Charles says, when it comes to, because at the time, Kamala hadn't even been introduced yet. So it was the election was, or the race was Biden against.
So are you watching are you watching old reruns or something? Or
I had never seen it. So this was, it wasn't a rerun. It was just like, I had never seen it.
Okay. It was, okay. But it was not just recently released.
No.
Okay.
No, it was released a while ago.
Okay.
So Dave is like, Biden is kind of old. And, Trump doesn't act like a president should act, right?
Right.
Kind of like, so imagine that then.
Right.
And then we're now.
Right.
And again, we're not going to get into politics, but my God.
My God is right. No, I mean, there's definitely an effort to just erase democracy, like completely. We want a dictatorship here. This is what we want.
Yes. And it was very clear that Dave saw the playbook.
Yeah.
Dave knew the playbook and was trying to kind of talk about it, but it was clear that Charles wasn't aware.
Right.
But Dave knew, was that a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was quite interesting.
That is interesting.
So yes, I was watching that, and then after that, I haven't seen it yet, but he interviewed Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
So and Dave does this on Netflix, so check those out. Okay, what you been watching?
Yeah. So I watched The Residents on Netflix. Did you watch that?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was lighthearted, but so The Residents is a murder mystery. The murder takes place in the White House, and the show is all about trying to figure out who done it. It's a who done it, but it's like humorous. Totally, I always talk about I like to watch like CIA shoot 'em up type shows. So it was totally not the shows that I typically watch, but it was a good departure from it. But it was still like, I love the murder mystery part. So it was cute.
Yeah. And it's Shonda Rhimes, which we love.
Shonda Rhimes.
And it's so funny because I was trying to tell Cal about it. I was like, I want Cal to watch it. And Cal was like, I don't got time to be watching no murder mystery. And I'm like, no, Cal, it's like fun, lightweight, it's funny.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like a surprise. You really don't know until towards the end who did it.
Right. Yeah, and it's like every episode, it's like they're honing in on like one person, and so you're like, oh, well, maybe it was them, and so I'm like, ooh, when they get to the final, I was like, did I ever think it was that person?
Yeah.
Maybe for like a split second, I did, but like I didn't like most of the way. So they got me.
The lead character is she was in Orange. I can't remember her name, but she was in Orange is the New Black. I love her.
Yeah. She was good.
She's been in a lot of things. She's amazing.
She was good. So watch that. And then I just started watching White Lotus. You watched White Lotus?
Yes.
Okay. So I need some encouragement here, because every time I watch it, my eyes get kind of heavy.
Hey, have you watched the others? Season 1, season 2?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, just stick with it.
Okay.
Stick with it. This isn't okay. I can say that season 1 and season 2 were more like shock and awe. Like there's some nonsense happening.
Yeah.
But just stick with this one past. Are you on like at least episode 3?
I think I'm on 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay. So just stay with it.
Okay.
And remember I told you it's in Thailand.
Right.
And then and Thailand moves to a different beat
to
the rest of the world. So they kind of exposed that a little bit. So yeah, just stick with it. I loved it.
It was good. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's it?
That's all I got right now that I'm watching. Is there anything else that we should watch?
So no, 1923.
Okay.
So I know you haven't watched this, but it's the pre-story before Yellowstone.
Right.
So I did not know. So right now is season 2. It just ended, and I didn't know that this was going to be the end of it. Like there's no more seasons, right?
Oh,
they kind of wrap it up, right?
Yeah.
When I tell you, it is an emotional roller coaster. Like by the end, because I was rooting for this couple. At the end, I was just like bawling, crying. I was like, it just got me. I was caught up in all my feels.
Really?
So
Okay.
I recommend 1923. I definitely do.
But do you have to watch Yellowstone?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No. Because there's 1883, which is a different. It's only one season, and it's a different. So it's right before 1923.
Right.
You really want to get the whole picture. Start with 1883. And then get to 1923. So 1923 is Harrison Ford and like Helen Mirren.
Okay.
And then you can watch Yellowstone if you want, but
okay.
You need.
All right. That's a lot of TV to watch.
A
lot of TV. Okay. I have a random question. Or a random thought. And I have this random thought kind of frequently when I drive.
Oh shit, I'm scared.
No, it's just random. So when you see a car that has a baby on board sign, what exactly are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me not to crash into you? Like, you know what I'm saying? To drive slower because it's a baby? Like, as if we would drive differently if it was a regular human being? I don't get it. What is the purpose? I don't care that there's a baby on board. Would you tell me not to honk my horn? Like, like
Yeah. That is very much a first child sticker, right? You have the first child, you're so excited, you want the world to know, like, have extra caution around this car
why?
because they have precious cargo in the car, Robin.
But
Precious cargo.
but as if okay, so if I see a car and they don't have a baby on board sticker, I'm going to be like, oh, let me go run into this car. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. What is the point? As if I
It's
just
a little unnecessary.
there's no point. The only thing I could think of is like they're like, okay, don't honk your horn because you're gonna wake up the baby on board or something. But like, I'm not going to drive slower because you have a baby in your car.
Right. Right. But I do remember like I remember like my kids were little. I did want special attention. You know how new moms want special attention? Like, meaning like, help me because I have a bunch of kids and I need help.
Well, you had 3 little ones. I think I was just like, I didn't want special attention. I think I was more like, I got this. You know, I don't need, I can do this. I got this.
You had two. I had
While Corey was running out the front of the grocery store and Carter's in the cart and Corey's taking off running through the front of the store and strangers are like, whose child is this?
Somebody bring you your child back? There was times when people would bring me my child.
Yes.
Like strangers.
Yes. In the grocery store. Yes.
Yes. Yes. And Target, back in the day when we used to go to Target, but I would have a talk with them before we would go to Target. I'd be like, look at here.
Yes.
Don't have a breakdown. Don't ask me that you want a bunch of stuff. You stick with me.
Yes.
We'll be all over the place.
I couldn't imagine with 3. Oh my gosh. So speaking of Target, I actually went in there the other day.
Okay.
And it was
blasphemy, Robin. Blasphemy.
I know. Kill me. And that was my first time since they halted their DEI programs. So my first time I went in there, it was like I think I had really bad cramps. I needed Advil. I couldn't take it. Okay. So it was dead. I have never ever seen Target this dead. It was wild. It was
good.
So wild. It was eerie. It was like I almost felt sorry for the people who work there. I wanted to like give them a hug and be like, it's not your fault. I'm sorry.
Right. I kind of feel like, I mean, I don't know what their employee like incentive program is. Like if you've been there for X amount of years, you're like invested in or whatever. I don't know, but I kind of feel like all the employees need to quit. Just quit.
Yeah. Well, I did read, I was like, I think I was down like a thread, rabbit hole. And people who work at Target or who have worked at Target, they say it's a really good place to work. They treat their employees well. They like working there. They have like a tuition matching program or something or something. They help pay their college tuition. So they really like working there. They treat their employees well. So that's why I'm like, I felt bad for their employees because the employees, they say like, we love working there. And these are, people of color or, who are saying that. And so, but going through there, oh my gosh. And it was like, and the people that were in there were white. Like I probably saw like a couple other Black people in there, but for the most part, it was dead.
Well, it's the whole, what is it? F
around and find out. FAFO. Yes.
Yeah. They're finding out. This is in the out stage right now. Cause it's been what, months? It's got to have been. It's at least been 90. No. Yeah, because he did that probably in his first week. So that was January.
Oh yeah. So it's probably been February, March, April. Yeah. So a couple months.
Right now they are finding out. They have fucked around.
Yeah. Now they find it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelly found it out. Okay. I have a random, this was on the radio, and it was like a pick one. One has to go.
Okay.
So out of these old, I don't call them old, I guess they're old school now. Old school R&B groups. One has to go out of these four.
Love this.
So New Edition, Drew Hill, Boyz II Men, and Jodeci. Which one has to go?
Okay. I can't get rid of Drew Hill because that's like Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember walking through Harbor Court.
Oh, yeah, when they worked at the fudge,
Yes.
what's it called?
Yes.
The fudgery?
The fudgery.
Yes.
Walking in there and they were singing, and I was like, "Oh, they sound good!" Like I thought had people
singing.
They made the fudge,
right?
No, that was just Drew Hill. That was just Cisco. Okay,
that was them. Yep, I've been down there a lot and saw that. And right, you thought it was part of like the requirement to work there. You had to like sing, but they made it a thing.
Yes. Okay. So can't get rid of them.
Okay.
Jodeci is like. That's back when I was in school at Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
They would come down to Hampton all the time. Forever my lady. I can't get rid of them.
Nope.
Boyz II Men. I remember I was dating this dude and we had our song To the End of the Road. That was like our song.
Yes.
Not that I'm with this guy, but like I can't get rid of Boyz II Men because I had a song.
Right.
Dude,
okay.
Okay, wait a minute. What's the last?
New Edition?
No. Can you stand the rain? Okay, wait. That was my song with another boyfriend. This is terrible.
Shucks. Oh. So all of your memories.
Yes.
All your memories. Yeah.
Say we get rid of 112.
Well, okay. So out of those four, I vote to get rid of Boyz II Men.
Why?
I mean, I don't, because none of their songs, I'm not ever like choosing to listen to a Boyz II Men song. Like today. Now, like today, I play New Edition, I play Jodeci, I play Drew Hill, and Drew Hill's from Baltimore. Like, so I'm like, I can do without End of the Road and like their little whiny, sad songs. Like they're like,
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And plus, I'm not with that dude anyway. Okay, so fine.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so we get rid of them. But I was surprised when I heard it. Most of the people were choosing either Boyz II Men or Drew Hill, and I was like, "Oh my god, how can you pick Drew Hill?"
Well, because Boyz II Men probably and New Edition were probably made the most money or had the most hits, right? Or maybe Jodeci.
Jodeci. No, New Edition and Jodeci for sure. New Edition, by the way, I want to go see. I haven't seen them in a long time, like since. I don't know, probably I was a teenager. I want to see them like now. I know that they're like New Edition. I think they have a residency or they're touring at some point. Yeah.
Because Bobby Brown on Instagram all the time sweating.
Yeah.
So they are definitely on tour or something. I kind of want to see Drew Hill, but from what I understand, they can't get it together as a group.
Yeah, they keep switching members out.
Yeah, no, I want to hear the original thong, the thong, thong, thong.
Yeah.
The thong song is like everything.
No, that was Cisco on his own. That was Cisco when he was independent. So there is no Drew Hill without Cisco. But like the other guys, they keep like switching them out.
I just need the thong song from Cisco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, we got to go.
All right.
So, I want y'all to listen to the thong, thong song.
Oh, that's just so fabulous.
And don't ever forget to live your life either reasonable or shady.
Or both. Bye. Thank you so much for watching Reasonably Shady on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe.
Yes. And for all things reasonably shady, click below. More stuff.